shit. I don't know.
What's up guys?
Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing perfectly fine. I know you might be confused looking at the name change in the channel, but yeah, we'll let you know why we did that by the end of the video, so do stay tuned for that. For now, let's just get into the video. Okay, so before we start with the video, let me just give you a brief introduction about Indian Motorcycle Company. Being launched in 1901, it is one of the oldest cruiser manufacturing company in America, and they have made amazing motorcycles ever since till 1953. Later on, they had faced some financial troubles, so they had to shut down production. Polaris, again an American company, took over and has been the parent company of Indian motorcycles ever since. And for now, let's just get to know about the Indian Scout, right? That's what we're going to review.
Let me give you a little bit history of the Indian Scout. Indian Scout, the first generation of the Indian Scout was released or came into production in late 1920s. The second generation, which is my vehicle, came into production in 2013 in America.
The second generation Indian Scout was later released in India in the late 2015. That is the bike that we're going to review today. So let's just get into the specifications of that bike, rather the engine specifications of the bike.
So coming to the engine specifications of Indian Scout has 1133cc liquid cooled 60-degree wheel pin motor having 6-speed gearbox and producing about 100 brake horsepower at the crank and about 100 Newton meters of torque throughout the rev range.
Okay, so how does it feel? How does the engine feel?
Look of the engine is amazing. The placement of the engine is awesome. And
Chrome
the performance,
finishes.
Chrome finishes. The performance is awesome. And coming to the refinement of the engine, it's butter smooth.
Not only that, talking about the performance of the bike, it can hit 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.5 seconds, which is really amazing for a
whooping fast.
Yeah, it is whooping fast. For a 260 plus kilos bike.
Yeah, it's 264 curb weight. So coming to build quality, I would say the build quality is made like a tank, which is legit and very solid.
The bike looks gorgeous and amazing. It is a very good eye catcher on the road.
The fit and finish of the Indian motorcycles are always been amazing. They're up to 100% precision.
Even their basic entry level model, which is the Indian Scout 60, is also made like a tank.
Yeah.
The best thing about this bike is that it is a limited edition model kind of a thing. It is having a matte finish, silver smoke color.
Yeah.
It looks extraordinary. It looks much better than all the other bikes, it looks better than all the other Indian Scouts and Scout 60s made.
60. And by the way, the silver smoke color is been discontinued since 2017.
In fact, Indian Scout has been discontinued in India right now. You have only the Scout 60 now.
Yeah.
Now talking about the ride quality of the bike, what do we have in the ride quality?
So coming to the ride quality, I would say you are sitting on a 18,37,000 rupees sofa.
That is the on-road price of the bike, by the way. 18,37,000 rupees without any accessories.
Yeah. So the word sofa means it's really comfortable, right? That's where you sit along and you feel the extreme comfort.
With a seat height of 655 mm, it is one of the lowest cruisers on the planet right now.
The ground clearance would be about 130 mm, which is a pretty low motorcycle, but I didn't find any
road conditions.
Yes, but I didn't find it any difficulties taking over small bumps. It's pretty fine, manageable.
Talking about bumps, we come to the suspensions of the bike. Talking about the front suspension, it is not adjustable, it is not upside down, but it does a pretty good job in soaking up most of the bumps which you would find on the way.
Talking about the rear suspension, I would say it's unlike the front suspension. Although you can have, you can make it to the softer side or the harder side, but I would say it's too firm for my liking. When I usually get over a bump, it tends to push me forward, which is not so great actually by Indian motorcycles.
Considering the price that you're paying for the bike.
Yeah. So I agreed you have an aftermarket shocks, which you have to pay, I think, almost 1,255 Canadian dollars,
which would approximately be 70,000 rupees.
70,000. Again, the aftermarket suspensions would have a glossy black finish on it, which is actually it's not that
great considering the chrome finishes on the bike which is there.
No.
Okay, anyways, now talking about the major thing in the bike, the braking. The bike does 0 to 100 very well. This is what we told you, right?
But 100 to 0, not so well.
The brake calipers are again by Indian itself. It's proprietary Indian brake pads in the brake calipers. It is
single
not
disc.
Yeah, it's single disc in the front, and it is not made by any other companies like Bybre or Brembo or something.
Proprietary Indian.
Which you would find in other premium bikes other than the Indian. And then would you like to add on something to the brakes, because you own the bike?
Yeah, the braking bite is not so great. I've seen some other reviews also, but they're accepting the braking bite to be good. but I didn't feel that of much braking bite as compared to on the wet roads or the slippery roads, or you might control the gravelly roads.
Talking about gravel and slippery roads, the bike does have ABS and it does work pretty well.
Yep.
It does the job fine, but it doesn't give you that bite like a super bike or some other bike like that.
Although I'm not expecting the bite of a super sport vehicle.
So let's go for the electronics and features of the bike. You do not get any traction control or stability control or something like that. Mind it, because the bike is incredibly powerful. And it tends to like slide away because it's a rear wheel belt driven vehicle. Obviously, it is going to push it to a side, and Monish has his experiences with it.
Yes, I have my experience on it. As I told you, that's a big engine fit to a small mid-weight cruiser vehicle. So I have experienced the loss of traction, and which is a little bit dangerous, not so much.
If you're not an experienced rider, you could fall. Talking about the basic display in the bike, which you would find, like it's same as the other cruisers and like the Harleys also. You find an odometer, you find trip only one trip is there, unlike the other bikes which you get two
trip
trips
A,
with.
Trip B, there's only trip A here.
Yeah, and you have a digital RPM meter and a gear indicator.
Yeah.
And also you have temperature
I would
sensor.
say temperature sensor, which should give me the temperature readings of the bike.
Yeah. Talking about the temperature readings before that. It also sends you warning messages like the other LCD displays as well.
Any problem with the coolant fluids, it shows you all kind of warnings.
Talking about the coolants and stuff, how is the heat management of the bike?
So coming to the heat management, it's pretty manageable in highways. When compared to cities, it's not so manageable because I've gone to the peak traffics, I've been to the peak traffics, so I've got about 106 degrees Celsius, which is pretty high for the vehicle. So there's a small demerit in the vehicle. I would say a small thing which I don't like of the vehicle, the silencer placement. The silencer placement, as you can see, the silencer placement, my leg is placed right next to silencer. If you're not wearing a proper gear, I think you would take a big risk.
You would actually burn your foot off.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't burn it off, but it would get burned.
It would burn, definitely. Maybe a third degree burn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all jokes apart, yes, the silent placement is not so great. And coming to the heat management, so the main part of the thing, it is a liquid cooled engine. It's a great technology. It works fine. I never had the overheating warning signal.
Shutdowns as well.
Yeah, I've not received anything such till date. Hopefully not further.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me ask you a major question. What people would ask if you're like reviewing an Indian. What about the mileage and maintenance?
Okay, coming to the mileage. So Indian claims to give 25 kilometers per liter, which is absolutely nonsense. Okay, it gives me about 10 to 12 kilometers in city. Okay, per liter in city, and coming to the highway, I think would give me 17 plus or minus 2 kilometers per liter. Which is okay. I'm not expecting much of mileage from this bike, but the claiming what Indian claims and what I'm getting, it's utter nonsense.
And anyways, before that, talking about as it's a cruiser, let me just ask him a question about what is the apt cruising speed and how does it feel to ride that bike on the road?
Yeah.
Is it eye-catching like properly?
Yes. So coming to that part, see, have a lot of public reactions. People like turn back and see the bike. Okay, until I disappear from their eyes. They keep on seeing me. Okay, I find myself embarrassing in such situations. But fine. The thing is, the overall build quality, the looks and appearance, the chrome finishes on the part definitely have to be eye catcher. I agree on that. So
how does it feel like cruising speed?
Cruising speed. So coming to the cruising speed, I would say like a typical cruiser, the cruising speed would have been 80 to 100 kilometers per hour.
Like the Harley.
Like the 48. Harley 48 and stuff. The most of the muzzle look of the bike comes from the front tire, which is 130 by 90 16 inches, which looks really nice and it has a good road presence.
That is the major eye catcher of this bike.
So coming to the cornering and stuff, it really inspires me. I have no problem with cornering in high speeds. High speeds in the sense of 130, 140. I can do good cornering in it. Had done also. So coming to the top speed, I have not touched the top speed.
Indian motorcycles claim
160
kilometers per hour. Top speed.
Which you should not do it by the way.
We're just talking about one more electronic feature which we missed out is that something which people wouldn't know that
kind of thing exists actually.
Yeah.
There's something called as the park mode. what it does is allow you the key to like taken out from the ignition and allow the hazard lights to be on. So what it does is when you want to take a quick break when you have the long drive, you want to park it along the roadside with the hazard lights on and the key are taken out and kept in your pocket, by the way.
Because it's India, you never
I don't want at the last moment don't want come bike to be missing. Okay, so it's a really good feature, I would say. So it let me keep the hazard light on while I take my key out from the ignition switch and keep my pocket. One more feature would be I would say it's a really luxury feature nowadays in a cruiser motorcycle, which is the lockable fuel lid cap.
Which you don't find in other bikes. Like Harley, you're supposed to pay extra money in order to get a fuel cap.
By the way, that's aftermarket.
Yeah, it's
they don't suggest,
and it's not that great. And talking about fuel, what is the fuel tank capacity?
Coming to the fuel tank capacity is around 12.5 liters, which is not so great as compared to the big heavy cruiser levels
like the Chieftain or the Dark Horse.
Yeah, definitely. But since it's a mid-weight level cruiser, I think 12.5 liters should do it.
That's a pretty good job.
But comparing this to a Harley 48 has a peanut tank, which is it's having capacity about 7.5
liters, and it's very less. It gives you a range of only 79 kilometers. So as a competition, the Indian does great compared to the 48.
Yes, awesome.
Any day. Talking about Harley's accessories, which is cheap. What about the Indian?
Okay, the accessories in Harley is unlike Indian. The Indian accessories are very, very expensive because it's a CBU kit. The entire bike is a CBU kit, which is completely built unit. It's been imported from America directly. So this is what makes you the on-road price a little bit pricey when compared to the ex-showroom price. I would say the accessories would cost you so much. I own a pillion seat, which something looks like this. So this you can take a look at the prices of the pillion seat accessories.
It would approximately cost you 1.3 lakhs, including shipping from the Canada.
Yeah, shipping from the Canada. And coming to the saddlebags, it also would cost you more than 80 to 90,000 rupees, which makes this accessories very expensive.
Yeah. Talking about the accessories, why didn't you buy a new exhaust?
Coming to the exhaust, see, I really don't like the stock exhaust, which is called as the stage 2 exhaust.
But it still sounds good, by the way.
Yeah, it still sounds good. It sounds like this. Okay, yeah, the sound you heard is really nice, but it's not much of a sound catching kind of exhaust, as you can tell. There's not much of between rumble as the Harley Davidson, I would say. So this is the stage 2 exhaust, which is the stock exhaust. I have an option of changing to stage 1 Indian exhausts, and that would cost me about 70,000 rupees. The problem is it sounds the same, so more or less the same, but little bit more with the more bassy feel and stuff. But I will put a Vance & Hines 4-inch exhaust, slip-on exhaust, by the way. It sounds pretty awesome and sounds fantastic.
Okay, let me just ask him about the service cost of the bike.
Yeah.
How much do you think it is?
Service cost is little expensive, not pretty expensive as compared to the Harley Davidson, a little bit expensive, I might say. So it's the first service would come around somewhere 900 to 1000 kilometers, which costs you about 10,000 bucks, and the same as well for 10,000 kilometers or 1 year, whichever comes first. 10,000 bucks can replace your oil fluids, your engine fluids, the master cylinder fluids, as well as your coolant and some belt maintenance. But anything else to be add on would cost you extra.
Okay, so as that is done, let's just get to know about the overall opinion on the bike. What would you tell? Should people buy it?
Definitely should people go for the Indian Scout 60, because Indian Scout as of now it's not available. So people who wants to come to an entry-level cruiser, mid-heavy weight cruiser motorcycles,
which looks almost similar to the Indian Scout,
I would prefer the Indian Scout 60.
What do you think about the bike? Is it like value for money?
Okay, so coming to the value for money part, I would say yes in its own way. How do you ask me? I'll let you know. The thing is, the Harley Davidson looks little rugged, and it looks like the devil has made it. Okay, no offense by the way.
No offense.
Okay, then coming to the Indian, it looks exactly opposite to the Harley Davidson, which is there's a lot of chrome treatment, and which is it's pretty much nice, gorgeous, handsome looking,
pleasing to look at,
and definitely eye catcher. And I would say Indian is made by angels. That's what I would say.
No offense again, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's pretty much it with that video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Definitely.
And let's tell them why we actually named it PhotoMural.
Funeral, yeah. Funeral. Motor funeral. Photo funeral.
Okay. No issues. That's fine. Okay, so the main reason why we named it the PhotoMural funeral again. Okay, so the reason why we actually named it the PhotoMural is because the channel is no longer going to be my own channel. We are going to be doing it together. So you can again see all these kind of tech reviews. I mean, travel vlogs, motor vlogs, tech reviews,
entertainment videos,
funny videos, and even music covers. We are actually going to do a few music covers for you guys. So yeah. This is our Instagram over here.
Yep.
About the TV right there. So you guys can go check it out. Follow us on Instagram to never ever miss any of our updates.
To never ever miss up any of our updates, please click the bell icon.
Subscribe, like and comment. Do share. It will help us a lot.
Yep.
And yeah, mainly Instagram, because he's going to get the Vans & Hines and we're going to put out a video of how the bike sounds like. Do follow
and the installation of the Vans & Hines exhaust as well.
Hit a like if you want to see the installation of the Vans & Hines exhaust. Okay, until the next one, peace out.
Take care. Bye. Stay safe. So Indian Scout has 1133cc liquid cooled 60-degree wet wind 6-speed transmission box.
6-speed transmission box. 1,000 rupees without any accessories.
Yeah. Why is it like a breaking news? The ground okay, starting. The ground clearance would be
ground clearance.
Yeah. Steady thing. When I get over a bump, it tends me to push forward.
It tends to push me forward.
Yeah. Not so much.
If you're not an experienced rider, you could fall.
Yeah.
With 18 lakh rupees.
Cut the shit out. They want such a mid-weight heavy, they want mid-heavy weight motorcycle.
Stay safe. Coronavirus is there.
Don't come out of the
monetization issues now.